Engine inspection of the CFMOTO 700 metric tons. Let's take a look at the 700 metric tons, priced at less than 30,000 renminbi. Compared to the CLX 700, which originally cost over 50,000. Has the 700 engine's quality been downgraded? Let's check the manufacturing dates on the parts first. After all, you can't judge the internal material quality from the outside. The production date on the clutch cover is September 25, 2024. Now, let's look at the clutch. The clutch remains the same. It still uses the FCC slipper clutch from Japan. The CFMOTO 650 uses a Chongshin clutch. But for the CLX and the 700 metric tons, both use the FCC slipper clutch. I won't go on about how good FCC clutches are. But at the very least, the procurement cost of an FCC clutch is higher than others. Look here, this is the FCC logo. The clutch date is also from July 2024. There's no downgrade in the clutch. It uses domestic paper-based friction plates. Few domestic brands use FCC clutches, mainly because they are expensive. Next, let's look at the clutch basket. Because some manufacturers, to control costs, only use the FCC clutch assembly, or just the FCC inner hub. But this outer clutch basket is also from FCC. So, the entire clutch set is FCC. Let's check the bearings. I see TMB on the inner race. That means these should be Japanese NTN bearings. Classification, long life bearings. The bearings haven't been downgraded either. CFMOTO has always used high-quality engine bearings. Mostly NTN. Finally, I'll confirm the bearings again after removing the gears. Just open the cylinder head. This cylinder head cover is different from the CFMOTO 650. It has a secondary air recirculation system, so the head cover has been redesigned. You can tell by looking here. There are also air recirculation ports. The engine model for the 700 metric tons is 283 MU. The engine model for the CLX 700 is also 283 MU, but actually, there are differences when you disassemble them. Let's look at the cylinder head. The production date of the cylinder head is September 2024. The engraving on the cap is the production date. Now let's look at the cam chain tensioner. This is a mechanical tensioner. The CLX 700 uses a hydraulic tensioner. The manufacturing date of the tensioner is July 2024. The tensioners are different. The main difference in the cylinder head is shown here. The hydraulic tensioner only has a hole in the middle, so this cylinder block is different from the CLX 700. The oil passage where my finger is pointing is also different. Because the CLX uses a hydraulic tensioner, there is a check valve in the oil line here. But the 700 metric tons doesn't have one. Mechanical tensioners have better stability, while hydraulic tensioners help extend the life of the timing chain. So both have their own advantages. Let's check the camshaft. The camshaft is made of ductile iron and has been oxidized. This process is the same as the CFMOTO 650 and CLX 700. It's the same. Up to now, we haven't seen any downgrades, right? Let's look at the valve lifters. Compared to the CFMOTO 650, the top of these valve lifters has been treated with the DLC process. This is essentially an upgrade. I've explained the DLC process before. It's equivalent to a diamond-like carbon coating. Let's remove the cylinder head and look at the valves. The valves are from Changjing in Jiangsu. The famous performance beast, the Suzuki GSX 250, also uses Changjing valves. It's known that the CFMOTO 650 and CLX 700 use ceramic cylinders. Let's see if this 700 metric tons has been downgraded. Visual check. It's still a ceramic cylinder. Let me shine some light on the electroplated ceramic cylinder for you. The surface is shiny, and the honing pattern looks like it's been upgraded. This cylinder is made by Chaoyang Cylinder in Jiangmen. Regarding the upgrade of the honing pattern, I specifically asked them and received confirmation. Because this type of honing pattern was first used in the automotive industry, it requires a machinery upgrade to produce this specific pattern. Now, let's look at the pistons. A bit of black on the piston crown is normal, because when installing the rings, oil is applied to the piston, so it burns black right after initial use. This happens with every manufacturer. These are forged pistons. The 650 doesn't use forged pistons. The material quality here is top-notch. A quick spray of carburetor cleaner and it's clean instantly. The piston crown has undergone micro-arc oxidation treatment. The coating is all molybdenum disulfide. The piston rings are from Onching, using the PVD process. Compared to the 650, the pistons are an upgrade. Compared to the CLX 700, they remain the same. Let's remove the transmission gears so we can see the bearings. Confirming they are Japanese NTN, correct. It says, made in Japan, here. Let's check the gears. The gears are from Akita. You can see the Akita logo here. August 2024. Even, little BMW. Referring to a specific model, uses Akita gears. No further introduction needed for this. So far, the materials in this machine are really good. For this price point, using these materials in the engine is very honest. If you watch my previous disassembly videos, you'll know. Among domestic twin-cylinder engines, seeing this level of material quality is quite rare. I'm pointing at June 2024, also from Akita. I accidentally scratched it while opening the engine. My friend will probably be heartbroken. CFMOTO is indeed very generous with engine materials. Telling it like it is, the structure of this oil pan is also a bit different. Its drain bolt is on the side, whereas the 650's drain bolt is at the bottom. If you've watched this far, please give the video a like. Honestly, if you went back 5 years and told people you could buy a bike with this displacement for under 30,000, would they say you're talking nonsense? 5 years ago, for 30,000, you could only buy a DL 250, right? Let's check the balance shaft. The balance shaft bushings are from Dado Metal, Xiangjing Beek. They are copper-based bushings. Let me take out the needle roller bearings to show you. They are from NSK Japan. It's stamped on it, showing the origin is also Japan. On the magneto rotor, you can also see the production date is August 2024. Look at these fracture split connecting rods. You can't see any seams, right? That's the advantage of fracture split rods. Their perfect fit and precision are higher. Normal connecting rods have visible seams, but look at these fracture split ones. You can barely see the gap. It makes you think it's a single piece. Look at the crankshaft. Check the parting line. It's wide, indicating it's a forged crankshaft. The blue color in the middle is from high-frequency induction hardening. This is the same crankshaft as the CLX 700, a forged crankshaft from Kamax. The production date of the crankshaft is July 2024. The 2233 code below is for bearing matching. It represents the crankshaft tolerances. The timing chain is a reinforced type from DID. Oh right, let's look at the main bearings. The main bearings are also from dado metal. Copper, based. The production date is February 2024. This is the balance shaft, it also has a date. May 2024. Disassembly is complete. The material quality is quite impressive. No downgrades, only upgrades. Forged pistons, ceramic cylinders, DLC-coated valve lifters, and an FCC clutch. Also, the cylinder honing process has been upgraded. Still using fracture split connecting rods. And imported bearings. The specs are very competitive. It's definitely worth the price. Now I need to put it back together. My friend is in a hurry to ride it. I won't film the assembly process in detail. Put the cylinder block on. Install the transmission shafts. I'll fill it with 3 bottles of IPSP grade. Full synthetic oil. Grape-scented oil. Put the head cover back on. Torque the bolts, and we're done. Finished assembly. Antifreeze is refilled too. Oops, I forgot to put the gas in. Wait for me, help me push it.